Hi everyone, this is your Thursday morning weather update after a very busy day yesterday in the south. Thunderstorms that were severe from Louisiana through Mississippi, Alabama, and even to Georgia. The threat today is shifting, and it has shifted quite a bit. The main threat today will be a tornado threat in the mid-Ohio River Valley, and that's basically here on the map. You got an area of low pressure that's coming in, so you got a lot of change in wind direction with height. That's called wind shear. You have moisture that's going to be surging north with actually, for this time of the year, some pretty humid air pushing pretty far to the north. So all the ingredients coming together, especially with a strong cold front approaching from the west, adding a little bit of extra lift. So I am concerned about a severe weather threat, especially the tornadic threat that will be in place in Ohio this afternoon. Scattered strong thunderstorms, maybe a few severe thunderstorms possible in the southeast again today as well. So here's what the Storm Prediction Center is thinking, highlighting again Ohio, maybe all the way down to about northern Kentucky and maybe even the northwestern sliver of West Virginia. So when you look at the threat here from really the green is what we show on the map, marginal all the way to high, we're here at a moderate risk for severe weather. That gives you an idea, somewhere in the middle there as far as the threat level goes. Scattered showers again today in the Great Lakes and the Midwest. So we got 50s for Grand Rapids and Chicago, 60s for Detroit and Cleveland. Cleveland, you're just on the northern edge of some of that severe weather. The threat really goes from Columbus down into northern Kentucky. Certainly going to see some severe thunderstorms near Cincinnati today, down to Louisville, some scattered thunderstorms this morning, St. Louis and Memphis, showers this morning and then drying out. So once the cold front comes through the Midwest, we're going to see those temperatures cooling a little bit here for Friday and Saturday, and then really a sign of spring here early next week with temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Steady climb for you in Chicago too. I mean, look at next week. That's what people wait all year long for. Temperatures climbing into the 70s finally in Chicago. In the southeast, we got some scattered strong thunderstorms today from DC to Charlotte to Charleston, Savannah. By this evening, you could see some strong or severe thunderstorms and a little bit of that around Atlanta as well. Scattered showers, as I mentioned, are moving out of Memphis. We had the storms yesterday in New Orleans, so we'll finally get a little bit of an opportunity to dry out. And in the 70s for Dallas as well, after being in the 80s earlier this week. We will see 80s in the southeast. That will happen probably later this weekend, early next week, so stay tuned for that. And it is going to be a hot day in South Florida with highs in the upper 80s, and maybe increase in the clouds and chance for some showers and storms later on overnight. We are expecting those temperatures to cool with a cold front passing through. You know, weekend looks like highs near 80, but then we get back into the mid 80s early next week. All right, guys, that is your Thursday morning weather updates. Remember, you know, whatever the forecast may be, as long as you want there to be a 100% chance of good things, there will be.